here. So you know who it is. We're back in the building. If you just watched our Raw review earlier today, we are now on to AEW by KBW. It's your boy, Mr. Disrespectful, in the building, along with my man to my left. See, I remember finally my boy White Pepper over there, looking like he's all about the delete and the nails at the same time. You see what it is. So we got something to talk about today, and that's some Dynamite.
Dynamite! It's Wednesday, baby.
Everybody's favorite it's day Wednesday, and I still enjoy Dynamite, even with the more and more, the less and less people showing up, but more people
but it's
being there
because they still kind of keep
they put on a show
sound in the background.
Yeah.
So
and with the people being there. So I will say I saw a lot of people at ringside tonight that definitely weren't keeping that 6 foot distance. They just wanted to. Some were, depending on the side you were on.
They all got tested, maybe. I don't know.
But I noticed that a lot more people there tonight than they've had in previous weeks. And
it was a lot of the jobber guys.
A lot of the jobbers, but you had the Gun Club.
I think they just live there at this point.
So you have the Gun Club, and then you had some random other people, jobbers on the other side. But my thing was, I wanted to also note, besides the 6 foot distance on stuff, because this is why we do what we do here. There were a good amount of actual wrestlers there. So even though we didn't have as many matches, maybe, I'm guessing they were there for Dark, is my guess.
Yeah, because a couple of them were that dude he was on Dark a couple weeks ago. The guy who Jericho kept calling Pineapple Pete.
Pineapple Pete, he was on Dark.
Yeah. There's a couple guys.
So I'm assuming these guys are again back on Dark. Although, if you didn't watch Dark this week, there's like 6 matches in like 30 minutes or so, if that. And
I did not watch Dark this week.
It was like maybe 20, may have been 20 minutes, and it had a bunch of matches, a bunch of squash matches, but it still wasn't too bad, honestly.
Well, I think that what they're doing with a lot of it is they're trying to build the records of some of these guys.
Yeah,
start having some of these guys collect wins because
Hager's
number one contender being 4-0, but like.
Wait. Where you go? Where'd you go? Your vocals cut off. What happened?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Now we hear you.
That was weird.
So you said Hager's 4-0 and then just cut it off.
Okay, so he's 4-0, right?
Yes, which we know, number 1 contender. Jericho's 0-1, number 2 contender.
It's because they gave him 2 squash matches on Dark, and then they're giving him simple victories just so that record will go up, so that they can validly say Hager is the number 1 contender to go after the title.
They're also looking at it as productivity of wins, because if you look at it, Kenny Omega's undefeated, but he's not third or second.
He's a tag team title. I think they should just, if you become a champion in another division, you should be exited from that other division.
Well, they're not doing that, obviously. We know that. But okay.
I feel like they're not going to push him there. But even though I guess because Hangman, if you've seen being the elite, he's not coming back for a little bit.
No, he's staying off. But did you see the being elite this week?
The matches from the compound.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're counting towards records. I'm
guessing so. Those 2 guys are pretty good. Yeah, because next week they're gonna have a squash match.
The squash match. I love that. That was hilarious. That was the squash match was a great play.
That's gonna be pretty cool.
But I love how they're still doing the Brandon Cutler
and Peter
Avalon thing. I thought it was great. And I've always been saying, I think they would actually be great as a tag team if they just kind of get over themselves.
I think it's going to be this until they realize if we just fight each other, one of us has to win.
Yeah, that's what it'll end up being.
And then they'll get DQ'd.
No. What'll happen? No, it won't be a DQ. It'll be a time limit draw.
Yeah, and they still won't have a win.
Yeah, so, you got to play it that way. But I think them as a tag team actually be a pretty good tag team, honestly.
Yeah,
I think that would be because so let me put it this way. They both don't have wins, but they are both very athletic and perform very well in the ring, I think. Personally.
Totally agree.
But off of that,
building them nicely because you're building them slow, but you're still building the names, So you're seeing Cutler more, you're seeing Avalon more. They have a fun story that goes with it. So before they drop that live on TNT, they really kind of want to build a sweet foundation on it before it starts spilling over on the live TV. And you're not just who are these 2 and why are they angry at each other? You know what I'm saying? So I think it's pretty cool.
But on to people who actually fight on Dynamite. Well,
we start with the Snake himself.
Well, you start with the snake basically calling out Cody, saying he's going to run away because he knows it's going to be Archer in the finals, so he's going to run away and lose this first match tonight. And he said a whole bunch of other stuff in there that I'm drawing a blank if you remember.
A lot of things like, would you jump out of an airplane without a parachute? Would you stand in the ring and look at Lance Archer and think you've got a prayer of winning? Tick tock, tick tock. Here we are again, folks. My history will not be my destiny. Famous words quoted by me. Let me ask you a simple question. Would you stand in front of a train that was barreling down a track? They have a lot of quotes on here. It's pretty nice. Thanks, AEW.
He put up a lot of quotes though too. I mean, I will say that. I'd say he had a lot. I just remember the one about Cody basically going to run away and be a scared little baby.
I'm not reading his entire promo.
No.
But yeah.
So, and then right after that, Archer comes out. What, Manhawk? What was his nickname?
His name is the Murder Hawk Monster.
The Murder Hawk. That's it. Sorry. Murder Hawk Monster. I'm sorry. I'm mostly going back to the Toonami days on Cartoon Network and thinking of those.
Hawk.
Yes, Murder Hawk. So yeah, they
starts off like
with a jobber.
Archer already kicks him in the back of the face before he even gets his jacket off. Like he just boots said jobber in back of face.
It was Alan Eagleson is who it was, and Jericho's on commentary by the way. He's good on commentary. I liked it.
He called that man 9 different names. He called him Aaron Eagleson, Aaron Donaldson. He was like, and then Angleman, and then Flingleman.
Yeah.
But Jericho was great on commentary.
Jericho killed on commentary. I really enjoyed it.
Fun night on commentary with him and Shivani, who he started calling like Shivitz by the end of it. He was really having a good time.
Yeah, and your 100-year-oldness and been around doing this forever.
And then he played into like his feuds at the same time, which was cool. But yeah, so the Murder Hawk Monster comes out, and it's Alan Angels.
Oh, is that what is it? I just kept hearing Eagleson. Okay, so it's Alan Angels.
It's Angels.
And he was murdered by a hawk.
Yeah. Archer will now face Colt Cabana in the first round of the tournament
next week.
Up.
They jumped right to that match next week.
Yeah. So that I think it's called the Blackout is his finisher.
Is that what it is, the Blackout?
The thing that starts like Razor Ramon and then ends in like a Falcon Arrow. It's pretty cool.
I saw the move. I just didn't know what it was called.
Yeah. So the Blackout was was it for that fella. I like how they're building them. Just have him come out and just destroy people and make sure they're tiny so he looks that much big. I mean, he's 6'7".
He's huge.
He's
still huge.
Yeah, but like they're really letting him devour people leading up to when he finally fights in the tournament against. Does he get Dustin first? No,
who?
He gets.
Here's Colt Cabana. We literally just said it like 5 seconds ago.
Shut your mouth.
Let's you. So you've been sniffing too much of that nail polish, my friend.
Hey. So then, it was a quick dominant match. It did its point.
Yep.
He stayed dominant. Awesome.
Next match. This is a fantastic women's match, by the way, with Britt Baker and Hikaru Shida.
Can we say like that AEW did a tremendous job with her because babyface Britt Baker was the most boring character on television.
Right, and then evil Britt Baker is just
evil Britt Baker is like Seth Rollins as a heel. I'd rather see it. She's just really good as a heel, and it made like her wrestling style different, where it's palatable. Babyface Brittany. Babyface Britt was like, her wrestling style was boring. She was boring. Now, as like a heel, she looks like she's more in a natural element, like what she knows how to do. I think Adam Cole kind of taught her the ropes as far as that goes. To play a good.
The man's a heel himself, so
he's. So her against Shida, Hikaru Shida. For the number 1 contender spot. It's Shida's 10th week as number 1 contender. Dude, she's only had 1 title shot.
Shida is amazing.
1 title shot, 10 weeks as number 1 contender.
Well, because you can't keep giving the number 1 contender a match every week. Let's be real.
No, but I mean, like, yeah.
And let's put it this way: have we seen Nyla since she won the title? No.
She supposedly live tweeted with this today, but I didn't see it.
She's probably on lockdown too. I mean, she's probably stuck wherever she may be.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. because of travel restrictions, she has to
Yeah,
stay
so
in
I
her
mean,
native.
we're not gonna end up seeing her, unfortunately. I mean,
No.
it's
So it's
where it
building
is.
everything, and they're all hoping that by Double or Nothing, is that what's next? Double or Nothing? What is the next
Yeah,
one?
no, I'm saying it's just not happening. I'm just putting
But
it up
like
there.
by then is what they're trying to. I guess they're hoping like by then they can build a story without her. I don't know.
Well, look what we're
So
doing. Look what we're doing, Hardy. Without him, there's building a
yeah,
great story.
Hardy's still doing his stuff. But like, so Sheeta and Baker are they went at it hard to the point that Dr. Britt was bleeding out her face,
And she enjoyed every second of that, by the way.
and she looked like she
She looked
really.
deranged, and I loved every
That's
second of it. Like,
good, right?
she played into it well, and then the best was when she played into it more. She was getting ready to do what she did to, not Emera, oh my gosh, who's the other one? Remember who she stomped her head into the ring?
Yeah,
The rope. Oh my god, who was it? That
it wasn't
wasn't NBC.
Riho, was it?
No, the number 3 ranked person, I think it is
When did
this
she
week.
do that today?
No, she did it like about a month ago, I wanna say. It was
Oh,
on. It was
bro,
one of
that's
those
too far
live.
back. I can't remember life.
I'm pretty sure, but whoever she did it to, they said it on the match last tonight. But either way, she tried to do that. Sheeta called it and said, "No, that's not happening." But by far the best move was whatever she did in the corner on the turnbuckle when she flipped her. Do you remember that? What she?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you
Pat,
like died out for a
there we
second.
go. Remember
Okay.
when Sheeta picked her up and put her in the corner and just dropped her on the corner? That was beautiful. I don't know
That
what
was
the
an
move was
awesome match.
called.
Yeah.
We said it. I just can't remember. I don't have it in my notes here. I don't know if you have it on the notes up there.
Trying to see what it is, but I don't see anything.
The match itself was just phenomenal. These two put on a great show. Sheeta always does, but like Peppa said, Britt Baker really looked great. She played the part well, and heel thing is just she's definitely gotten control of it. Like I said, she was able to look badass and be badass, and you were able to believe it. And the
As
style of wrestling
badass, yeah.
the style she was putting on was great. I said, and she took into the blood. I was like, yes, that's me. I'm taking this blood and I'm turning it on you. So I think
Yeah,
she did
she made a
everything.
very
Even with the
like
loss,
Mick
she looked
Foley.
good. Yeah, she looked good even with the loss, and that's what you're looking for. Minus these jobber matches we get, as long as the people look good at the end of the day, that's all you're asking for. That's why they're here.
Yeah, and it was she basically got her with like a Kin Sasha kind of move to finish her off.
Okay, that's what.
But even later on, there was an interview with Britt Baker, and she still had the blood all over her face, and
Yeah.
she was tremendous. She said, "Well, she's just lucky she didn't break my teeth, but I'm a dentist and I'm really good, so I would just fix my own." And then smiled and walked off, like in a nutty way. Like her face looked like
Her
she
face
still
was
was
just
like
nuts.
nuts.
The same with the
So
blood, it just made her look nuts.
really
And
getting hooked on the Britt Baker now, man. She's really killing her
see, I liked it
killing her
before, but
gimmick
like
now.
you said, like putting it out now, like she's handled this gimmick perfectly, and it's building better on her character more. I think people are gonna like her more. And as I said, I enjoyed it when her and Rio were friends, and it was a good matchup. But the heel version definitely is helped this character.
Yeah, it makes you want to keep her on TV. Next up, we had the best friends versus the best friends.
Sure, let's go with
Well, that's what the match
that.
was over the name because
Yes,
Nakazawa wanted them to be called the best friends, and since
because
Kenny's an EVP, he should just take the name. And then the actual best friends, not pumped, put the name on the line.
well, because let's think about it. I'm pretty sure the Elite already took their gimmick of lunches or whatever it was with hotel
Oh
room
yeah,
lunches.
yeah.
People that's what they
Apparently they
talk.
did that one before, right?
That was the whole being the Elite. That was another shtick that they took from him. So this is just one more thing they could take. So
All right, why not?
I like the premise. They're building on stuff from the past, like we pointed out before. Like they're trying to come to fruition with it. And honestly, this was a pretty good match too. I mean, this
So they
wasn't bad.
did put it on the line. Yeah, well, that was so that was the promo first. Was them in the thing.
Yeah,
Best
the
friends
back.
got pissed. As usual, Orange Cassidy pops
Wait,
out of nowhere.
you're frozen, but you're still talking, so we're good.
You hear me, right? Do you
Yeah,
see
you
me
just
now?
froze up, but you're
Am
good.
I moving?
No, we saw you. You're moving slowly, but you're there. So a
Okay,
little
cool.
slower than normal.
Not much. So this is where they do the first of two of these highlight packages. That's going to be
Wait,
on the first of two. They did the promo with the best friends,
Yeah,
Then they went to commercial.
we're talking about
Then
all
they
the pros
came
before the
back,
match. Okay,
and then
gotcha.
they came back, and it was that highlight package of next week's empty arena, no holds barred match. It'll be the Big Hurt
Oh,
against
and it's
John
for the title,
Moxley.
by the way. It is
It
for the title.
is,
They
yeah.
announced that. I thought I heard that last
So
week.
yeah, so it basically was just something that was set as they're doing big fight feel with it. They're making it look like McGregor, Mayweather, Pacquiao, Fury, and the dude whose legs gave out. Like
Okay,
it's
it's
basically a boxing fight.
it's
That's
a
kind of how
boxing
they
fight,
did it.
MMA type fight. They're just
Yeah,
they're building up to be a more fighter friendly thing, but that's what they've been trying to do anyway.
it's cool
So
though. Smart move. Because you couldn't have them two in the ring as much to do what they wanted to do, so you turn it into two guys who were, and I'll just say quickly because I don't really want to spend too much time on this. John Moxley's great as he always is with his promos. He did fantastic. Hager needs a mouthpiece. His wife did a lot of his talking, thank God, because he is boring. As far as like his words, he's so monotone, and you could tell he was staring hard at the script, just reading off. He's like, "I'm the best prize fighter in the world. You don't want to mess with me." But like, so he's like this, right? So he's looking this way,
yes.
and his eyes did not even attempt to make a move. It was this straight ahead. His promo, he needs promo work. It's crazy because in Bellator, like after he wins, he's so good.
See,
Like,
there were
but
portions
like
of his
they
talk where it
want you to
wasn't
be
as bad.
natural, but he just didn't sound natural. He sounded very like robotic. But hopefully the match itself will be good. No holds barred is always good because Moxley's down to try just about anything because he's crazy. And it's already probably taped. So he
Well,
didn't
no, because
die.
were they actually live this week?
They're live, but they're not live. I don't think they're live because they were taping everything up until mid-May. They said.
Oh, really? I did not
Yeah,
know
they
that.
said they have product up to mid-May taped. So I don't
Oh,
think
okay.
that was live. So yeah, it was something nothing crazy, and then we finally get the match of the best friends versus Kenny and Nakazawa, and this match may have been the funniest one of the night.
It
I
wasn't
don't
terrible.
think Jericho has ever seen Nakazawa
No.
because he was more and more amazed by him and the damn baby oil and the weird moves. He's like he pulled that thing out of his pants and then
Yeah.
he started giving him the poison face or whatever
Oh
the hell
my
he was
god.
calling
Oh
it.
my god. What's he doing with that?
He said I would tap out because I don't want that thing on my face. A venom
I'm
arm.
done.
That's what
I'm done.
the
I'm done.
ultimate venom arm. He at one point did a move where he squirted the ropes with oil and then slid Trent across it. Where Jericho was calling it his like yikesies or something like that, saying
Yeah.
like basically he like burned his nuts. We had a really good part with Orange Cassidy where
Oh, the hug. Yeah, the hug.
where where he Nakazawa squirted him in the
Oh, that's right.
face, but he
Yeah.
had his sunglasses on. So Nakazawa took his sunglasses, threw them over the rope, and Orange Cassidy had a second pair and put them on. So then we turned him around and hit him with the oil. Bang! He had more shades on.
Yep.
Just good, funny stuff in the middle of a match that actually was really good.
Yeah, but
We
before
saw
that,
like
the hug was there right before that happened. The hug where their best friends were getting ready to hug him, and then Kenny and Naka pull him
oh
out,
yeah,
and they go give him a hug, and he's like,
So it was very. I mean, but I liked Kenny in this match. I thought he was really like more physical and
mm-hmm.
less theatrical. You know, like sometimes he's very theatrical in his matches. I
Yeah,
thought
no,
this one was just a lot of like knockdown, drag out. Like he did that snapdragon suplex on Trent, which then after that, was that on Trent, and then Chucky T got a backstabber within like the same 3 seconds. Like
oh,
that
I
was
can't remember. I remember back to back, but it was something. It was one
classic
of the two.
Kenny moves, man. But it was, and then the whole Ultimate Venom arm started.
And then he hit Kenny
Trent,
with it.
Yeah, and then he got Kenny. So then Nakazawa, then Trent gave him a pile driver, and then the best friends spiked him with their combo for the 3 counts. Both teams got a group hug afterwards because they're all friends.
Yeah, they were all good about it. It was just a fun match.
But I thought that match was very entertaining all around because
No,
you
it
had
was.
Shawn Spears.
I like how like they're good with each other afterwards.
Yeah.
Like these guys, like it's okay with these guys because like they have that relationship and they've built that even they still hugged it out after the match last week when Trent and him went at it.
Yeah.
I mean, so
But like they pulled up in they had like between Sean Spears on the outside trying to find a partner, so he thought maybe it was Nakazawa, and you just kept hearing him go, "Oh my God, what is it with the oil? Stop with the oil!" And Jericho just being
yeah,
like blown away by Nakazawa as being like the weirdest fighter he's ever seen. Overall, this match was just really fun. Then we had the Exalted One,
yes, the ultimate right
Brody
here.
Lee, in his little Vince McMahon promo. I don't know if this was a shot at Vince or what, or if this is just his character that he's going to play is basically Vince McMahon. So he pulls up in a
Yeah,
Mercedes. He's
playing
rocking
Vince.
his suit. He's saying that every single life he touches is extraordinary. Like they
It's a
just
whole
he
shot at
wins
Vince. That's
because
what
of
it
a
is.
guy who had a suit on and the other two still had their regular jobber outfits on. So he's saying he could give you unlimited power, unlimited success. He pointed to one of the minions who was wearing a necktie, and he said that he escorted him through the back door and marked a sign that read AEW, saying that the guy with the tie deserves to move to AEW. The other two go
You need to
home.
get the
You
heck out
don't
of
deserve
here.
it, right? You don't deserve to be us. So that was kind of cool. I mean, it was quick. I like it. I think his promos are quick and to the point right now.
They're good. They're good promos. And that's the point about it is he's hitting good promos and he's hitting people where they know they're going to get upset about it, and it's purposeful, and people enjoy that.
Yeah, of course we do. We all take
Like,
a good shot.
yeah. But the
So
match itself,
yeah,
that
so we
I
go to
perceive
commercial. We go to commercial. We come back, and the broken one, Matt Hardy,
that's right.
is greeting us from his compound, from the Hardy compound.
Yeah,
And this is pretty interesting because so Jericho, you insulted my allies, and he calls them the circle that is internal instead
yes,
of the inner circle, which I like. I like his little twist on their name. I
yeah.
always look forward to when he's going to
He
do a
flipped
weird
up.
twist on names. Yeah.
That's
So
what
the
they do.
circle
Sammy
that is
Guevara. That was the best.
internal. So he can't allow it, and he called for Vanguard One, who set fire to the shirt from
Yeah, they
last week.
threw the fire in the bucket. They're a trash
So he
fire.
called it a dumpster fire.
He said fire. Look, they're fire. He goes, no, dumpster fire. But the point before that, he was talking about Sammy Guevara and says, you probably can't even speak Spanish. If I walk up to you and start talking and in Spanish, are you going to understand a word? And then he said something about I'm pretty sure
that he
Canadian.
likes Puerto Rican food, and he can't wait
Oh,
to bite into Santana and Ortiz.
and then the Frankenstein one was for
For
Hager.
Hager,
Right?
he said, like,
Yeah.
yeah, you brainwashed him. You put 2 bolts in the side of his neck, and the transformation is complete. Which was really fucking
Dude, he
super
just
funny.
he killed it.
So funny. And then he challenged Le Champion to what he is calling, quote, I have a very special offer for you. Accept my invitation, come to the Hardy compound, and face me in a delete, elite deletion.
So they're all going to
the
the Hardy compound.
so
So
basically
are we
he's
saying it's
fighting
a
at the
boneyard
Hardy
match,
compound.
elite style?
Why not? Okay, he's the beginner of this. The boneyard match ain't shit. If you ever saw, if whatchamacallit never came around, if the ultimate deletion never
Yeah,
did,
true.
they wouldn't even have thought twice about how can we do a match outside of a ring. So I basically what it seems to be is they're going to do the elite deletion. So do you think that means they're bailing on blood and guts in order to do this match instead?
To get it out the way sooner, possibly.
Because the way he's saying it is he's just offering Chris Jericho to come and face him in the elite deletion.
This could
Like
just
an
be a
all elite
one-on-one.
deletion. So that's what I'm thinking is a one-on-one
But it would be
between
dope
Hardy
if
and
it was all.
Jericho in a film like setting.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be dope because it's these two guys, Jericho and him together. Their minds, I think, are going to come up with something phenomenal for this compound match,
Uh-huh.
and it'll be a fun match too. I think it definitely will be.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to either way.
So the elite deletion, I like the sound of Matt wanting to get into doing another ultimate deletion type match. So I'm pretty excited about that.
He deletes Jericho and he never shows up.
I don't know. Maybe if Fiend shows up.
I'd be okay with that too.
Your boy doesn't have any time left on his contract. If he shows up, I'll be very angry. But Goldberg, he dropped the title to Strowman because he doesn't have any dates left on his contract. so he's no longer actually signed with WWE.
I don't honestly think that they would do that. I mean, I
don't think they would either.
They wouldn't do that. They want someone to wrestle.
Yeah, I don't think they don't
I don't
like
see
a
it.
guy like that. But
The only way you could see that is if he's gonna take like a manager type role.
Yeah, otherwise I don't want him. I don't want him. Next up, it was a quick squasher.
Oh, this is the Brody Lee one now with Lee Johnson.
Lee Johnson against the Exalted One, Brody Lee.
We saw Lee Johnson on Dark. He proved enough to be able to go up against the Exalted One, which again, I will repeat this every time I see Brody Lee out there. The Exalted One is huge.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Monster. And Jericho again was great on this one, and saying like him and Archer would be a good one. He threw out Archer in there. I remember him saying Archer's name.
That would be a mean fight. Big boys. Him and Luchasaurus, like those are all big boys you can get in a nice big man fight.
Big roster. So does that mean, are we seeing more big men that we're just not seeing yet because of all the stuff going on? There are more big men in the background, like a Ryback. Like,
well, they're starting to get their big guys because I think once you have Cage come in, if he really is signed, then like that's another guy you expect to come in and be more of a big wrestler than just the athletic flippity do guys.
So you automatically put them in the title picture.
What title? You know what I'm saying? At that point, we don't know where the TNT title is going to be. So like, is the TNT like a cruiserweight title, or like if Archer wins a TV title, like?
Hold on, let's be real here. You're not going to put these guys in a cruiserweight type title. But if you give the title to Archer, right, you bring in a Cage, excuse me, who's out for I don't remember how long, but you have a Cage, or like I said, Ryback is good by the summertime this year, or even Brody Lee, the Exalted One, you hand it over to Brody Lee finally when they get rid of this whole Vince McMahon thing or whatever they're doing with it, and Archer moves up to the main title. And then you have Brody Lee holding on to this title, saying, look, I have a title. You guys are nothing. Your peons below me and all that kind of stuff, and still runs with it.
Yeah, because, I mean, I think at some point you're going to have to run him with a title. But we'll see where this TNT title goes and see what kind of, like, how they use the title. You know, because, like the AEW title, they are using it in a capacity that makes it prestigious. You know, you're not seeing it change hands every week. You're not seeing it defended every week. You're seeing it as a big prize fight title, which is what that title should be.
You're seeing the champion at least every week. I mean, with this going on,
Moxley, but you're just not seeing. They're not defending and doing that right. Yeah. Like the way they promoted the fight with him and Hager, you're saying like this is the big boy title. But like if the TNT becomes
like, you're saying it's going to be a back and forth title, like it's going to just keep going. You're going to defend it every week. You're going to be up there every week.
So that's what I'm saying. That's going to be a workhorse title. That's going to be the one where you're going to want a guy who can go every week, you know. So we'll see where they put it. Probably on Cody.
Lance.
But, you know, I got Lance in mind too. So I mean, in my bracket.
So since we're up to that, let's go through our bracket real quick. I remember mine. I remember yours. So we have Cody. So we have Cody versus Lance in our championship match. Yeah. On my left side, I got Cody versus Sammy. You got Cody versus Darby.
Right.
And then in the top right, we have Lance versus Kip. Both of us have Lance versus Kip. Sorry about that.
Yeah, because I have Kip winning his first round against Dustin.
I think Dustin's a good competitor, but I think that you're going to see Kip do it because, well, he's younger.
I don't think they're going to bury all the young guys for this.
Well, because I was only thinking Dustin, only because let me take out your brother first, and then let me get to you.
I thought that too, but I thought like if they really bury all the young fellas like right off the bat, then you're kind of just doing what you said you wouldn't do. So like. You got to get at least a victory under a lot of these young guys' belts before.
And then with the Sammy one, the reason I picked Sammy over Darby is because they've only fought once, whereas him and Darby fought twice already.
Right.
So that was my only reason for picking Sammy.
I had Sammy originally, and then I remembered that Darby slapped the hell out of Cody last week after the loss. So I thought, okay, like their rivalry is getting deeper, like with their win losses. So that's the only reason I picked Darby, and then I picked Cody to beat Darby, Lance in the finals with him, and Lance Archer with the victory because of the help of the Snake.
Well, that and because I think, Lance is just a giant man, and no offense to Cody, but I don't think he's going to really put up much of a fight.
No.
Against them.
No, I think it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be like a annihilation.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's going to be a great match. I see Lance taking that match though. So
without doubt.
The first match. Let's see if we were right. We predicted Cody into the finals. Let's see if we get him out of the first round. So you have Spears versus Cody, and man, honestly, even though I picked Cody, I was rooting for Spears in this match. I really, really was.
Yeah, I really was hoping for like an upset right off the bat.
We talked about last week. Is I just they're hopefully he's not upset about it, but it sounds like they're really just burying Spears right now.
No, because I think they're really going to work him. I think there's a tag team partner that they're waiting for, or that like they have signed, or something that probably was supposed to be taken care of by now. But since of this pandemic, you can't get the tag team partner in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there is an actual tag partner that they have planned for Spears.
Right?
Yeah. So I think that there's somebody planned for him, and then once that happens, I think you're going to start seeing them run roughshod in the tag division. Because tag division might need a little spark here and there. And if you get Spears and, some like name that you're like, oh, crap, that's a good person to have with them.
Goldberg.
I think you can. Oh, God, no. Sorry. Turning that off.
Mark and Spears and jackhammers. Hey.
Oh, God, his name's Spears, and that guy does a spear. No, please, God. The Spearsburg.
Yep.
No Spearsburg.
So this match was great. Unfortunately, Spears could not win this match, and Cody did come out on top. But it was a great match. I mean,
good parts, good spots in this match.
The barricade spot was fantastic. The C4 off the top onto the table down below was great.
Yeah, they nailed that pretty perfectly.
Right, didn't he?
Huh?
It was a C4 he put on him on that one, right? Or he threw him over top.
Yeah.
And then
he C4'd him right off it.
He put him off it, and then the not one, but two crossroads, and he kicks out.
See, that's what made me think it. When I saw that, I was like, oh,
yeah,
Spears is winning this
thing. Spears is going to win this match. That's exactly what I thought.
Kicking after two. And I thought this was the weirdest finish to a match I've ever seen in my life.
No, but so I would have hated this finish if it wasn't for Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho made this finish more palatable and more respectful. But it's like, how are you going to lose? You hear her counting. You're not tapping out, and you don't kick out of the pin that he's not even holding you down on. Like, is it?
But I guess the pain was so bad he forgot, because he was like shaking like this. So like,
and she's there next to him. Aubrey's next to him going 1, 2, 3.
I guess the pain was so terrible that he just couldn't even move. But like, I agree with you 100% that Jericho really molded that finish so that you weren't just like, are you kidding? Because literally when it first happened, I was like, ew, what an ugly way to win. You pinned him on a figure 4 that almost turned into a figure 8. He was like in like figure 6.
Yeah, he was getting ready to. He was like, like a figure 5. He only had like his one arm up. He didn't keep his other one up.
Yeah, and then but the way, like you said, Jericho, who is Mr. Way with Words, really spoke it.
I've never seen anyone win with this move. In the 30 years, Ric Flair has never pinned anybody. No one's ever pinned anybody with this move, and now we have a pin. What a way to end it. What a great way for Cody to advance. And I'm like, all right.
That was really a good move. So, so he advances to the next round. So we're 1-0. Our brackets did not get busted on day one.
It makes me think of the NCAA tournaments. I was kind of excited. I was hoping for a bracket buster to start the whole thing off.
There probably will be one. Something's going to happen to Archer, because I think everybody has Archer going to the finals. And I think somehow, if it's going to be like Archer or something like that, where you're just going to be like, oh boy, it really killed me. I mean, but we'll see. We'll see what they do next week.
If Colt Cabana beats Archer, I quit. I quit.
Colt Cabana is going to get interrupted by Kenny Omega, because Kenny Omega's not taking that anymore. He's so tired of Colt.
Oh yeah, I like that on being.
That's really funny. Really good time with that. Colt Cabana is a good addition. I
love Colt Cabana, I'm making fun of his pin because it's the stupid Superman pin where he's not holding anything down. Like,
no, he's not doing much of anything.
Right. It's funny. I like Colt Cabana. I'm not hating on him. It's just if he's the beat Archer, out of all the people to beat Archer, that's where I'd be mad. Really, is what I'm coming at.
I feel like AEW is smarter than that. Honestly, I just think they're smarter than that, and they wouldn't do that because they know that fans would just be like, "Dude, you brought this guy in to get burnt by Archer." Like,
yeah, but the best was I thought we were gonna finally have a count out, and then all of a sudden this man gets up. I honestly, and again, I love Cody. I love what they're doing, but I was disappointed he got up. I really was.
Yeah, because that would have been one way to do it. You C4'd him into a table on the floor.
Yeah, you can't move. Like, you put him through the table onto the floor after you already put him into a barricade that Jericho, again, made look bad because he said, "Man, that foot thing, that's a real injury when you hit the heel of your foot, the heel injury, that's a real injury." And you're like, "Huh, he's probably full
So
of it."
maybe he'll try to get up, and then he can't get up because it's a heel. Like, I was hoping,
Yeah.
like, maybe but
I really thought they were
either
gonna play
way,
it.
I think this whole tournament kind of all breeds into the storyline for Cody versus Archer at the end of all this. So
Exactly. Which we've called from the very beginning. That's what we're gonna see. But
if we don't, I'm still okay with it.
Yeah, that's okay.
If
But
the
I mean, that's
ending
the
is
problem. If we predict that, it's becoming more predictable like the other brand, and that's why I don't want it to be. I like the surprise. Like that first pay-per-view surprised everywhere. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect that.
I want that $1,000, and I want to talk to my favorite wrestler. So like, I want that.
And get a signed merchandise from another one. Like I'm like, oh wait, so I can talk to Kenny Omega and get his autograph at the same time?
See, I'm in a dilemma. Do I talk to Kenny or do I talk to the Broken One?
I was see also about that.
I kind of want to see if we can go like back and forth speaking Broken or Jericho, right?
Jericho, or
I don't know.
Can I ask for the Elite and get everybody?
Like, I have the
think about talking to Hangman Page. Think about talking to Hangman.
Drink together on FaceTime,
right?
Like, I could have some bubbly with Jericho. Me and Matt Hardy can speak Broken.
I'm about with Moxley. We have a great conversation.
Oh, I feel like Moxley would be a really good conversation. Because maybe get Renee Young as like a bonus.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Jericho is another great one you can have.
What's his name showed up on backstage the other day? Moxley.
Oh, really?
Because they're all working from home. So Renee was doing something, and Moxley decided he was going to scare the living hell out of her with his cat. So she's sitting there, and he goes, "Hello," and with the cat and him, and she's, "Oh my god!" And everybody couldn't stop laughing. But it was weird seeing the WWE logo, and then John Moxley pops up, and you're like,
"Wait a minute, what's going on?"
Get the hell out!
I was kind of hoping we saw her in his promo. That would have been hilarious tonight.
Oh, no, Vince would be like, "Get out! Get out!
Fired!
You're done."
He's probably, yo guys, I'm gonna scare my wife. You guys go with that? And if you're not, I don't care. I'm the champ.
AEW's like, who cares? Because
they don't care as much. Really.
Twitter was really cool this weekend with WrestleMania. You could tell AEW is not that kind of company because most of the AEW stars jumped on Twitter to let everybody know how great that Boneyard match was.
Right, they've talked about the Funhouse match too. I'm pretty sure.
Those two matches, they jumped on to say how great they were. And guess what? Tony Khan's all like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
No, because at the end of the day, we're all fans of wrestling, and that's the point. Like they're proving that Vince McMahon is basically
coming to watch ours, but you can watch theirs too. Okay,
yeah.
Like, talent is on both sides. It's not like one is a talentless company and they both are talented. It's just when you see the right guy in charge, you start seeing the matches look better. That just is what it is. Okay, so like
the guys are wrestlers that are
matches, NXT, basically. Like those are Triple H and those guys really they put 8 hours into that match.
So the Funhouse match I was reading, it was between Bray Wyatt came up with the whole thing with somebody else. I can't draw a blank on the guy's name.
Yeah, it was him and Bruce Pritchard, and then
Cena added some things. He changed some things. So I'm like, they're probably just giving him credit because he asked for credit.
Well, I think Cena probably changed. Like, it depends on how personal Bray got. Like, Bray might have he might have held things out, and maybe Cena was like, "Dude, you can add the Nikki Bella thing. You can add certain personal things that like really are like dickish to me. Like make me look like a giant asshole that everybody.
I have been, and people are are seeing it. Like they're seeing by people who are coming out saying, "Yo, this is what he was." So let him show it, and I'm embracing it, accepting it.
And then like at the end, you see that he's just broken with like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that." This is what I've done all these years. Yeah. And my only intrigue with John Cena now is. I know this is the wrong show, but we're going to talk about this, and we're going to cut this thing off.
We are.
Is every time the Fiend beats somebody, they change.
Yeah. So what?
Do we get heel Cena down?
Whoa! I'll put out. He didn't change Cena. He deleted Cena.
Oh! You can't delete on that show.
Well, we're talking about our show. And delete is on our show currently on KBW AEW Review, but he disappeared. If he disappear, it's like being deleted.
So he did, yeah. He annihilated him.
Or, like you said, he just delete that version of Cena.
Right. So now when Cena comes back, you can finally get like a heel Cena.
Hardy.
Like a heel Cena or something? I'm in.
that was the thing where it was like, oh, we've never seen a heel Cena. We've seen the Hulk Hogan one. That's why he took on Hulk Hogan, the NWA version, NWO version, NWA. Listen to me. Sorry, I've been watching NWA wrestling too. So like maybe there's stuff like that they're pointing at that may say, or said he's done. He doesn't care anymore, so we're never gonna see him again. And next time we see him, it's when they're in his hometown of Boston, Massachusetts, and he's come out.
And then he'll come out, and maybe he'll be different, and that'd be cool. So
maybe.
But yeah. So that was AEW.
With some WWE tangent, we're talking about WWE. We're talking about AEW people commenting on WWE, so it all fit in, baby. It's what it does. It fits in. It's what we do here, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that was Dynamite for this week, man. Got anything else for the people in the back?
Nah, I got nothing for the people in the back. We appreciate you all tuning in.
We ain't got nothing for you.
Nope, nothing for this. We appreciate everyone tuning in as always. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Let you know we drop new videos. We dropped 2 today alone. We've dropped a whole bunch of stuff we got coming your way. And as always, hit the thumbs up, like it, comment down below. You know what it is. It's your boy, Mr. Disrespectful, the Exalted One. And your boy to my left. Yes, the white pepper of the Deletion Club. So,
Deletion Club.
You're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome.
So, yeah, man. I guess I'll see you when I see you.
I will see you, and we will see you maybe sometime later
Friday
this week.
night, maybe for SmackDown.
For our SmackDown review, if we're able to get to it. So, everyone, stay safe out there, and we will see you next time.
Bye.